Yeah, hello. I'm trying to make sure everything is okay. So that's why I've not started yet. So, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me from. This is Pips Hunting with Raba Fx. And as usual, you know the drill. Let me know where you are joining us from. And if you have any pair that you want me to talk about, kindly put in the live chat so I can take a look at that pair. All right. So without wasting time, we are going to start hunting for setups and pips, okay, to see if we are going to make money out of this market. All right. In my previous analysis, we were expecting market to go bullish the moment it gets into this area, and as you can see, price has pushed up. Our target is this high here, but obviously the market did not just go in a straight line. The market moves in a range of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows for a bullish market. All right. So even though we are aiming at this level, we may be having a kind of impulse and corrective move. And that is not a new thing in trading. All right. So before we go down to the lower time frame, let's re-examine our position. Okay. Let's re-examine our position. Let me take out all of this. This is the monthly target. Yeah. So what I'm expecting is we are expecting this high to be taken. All right. And last month we had an indecisive month, and currently we are taking this high. Let's take note of that, which might be a reason to sponsor a pullback to another level to push up. On the weekly, then, same thing here. We have this resistance that I talked about, but however, we can't use it as a form of support because the market has not closed for the week. All right, the market has not closed for the week. So the weekly setup, we don't have much to deliberate. Then we know that price rejected from this level. All right. This is the only thing that happened last week. We rejected here and we created a fresh resistance. Okay. So on the daily, for me, if I want to start looking for trade setup, I will start the moment price get back to this level. First of all, I'll be looking at it at this level here. Why this level? This level is a previous resistance that is broken. So when price touched it, it becomes a support. So let me draw through two lines there to signify those levels in form of range. So that and this. However, in between we have opening price. This is a break and retest as well. All right. So the moment price starts coming in here, that is where I'll be engaging. I don't know if market will fly down into that area soon. But just in case you are curious, I'm going to put two limit order here. First one here and the second one here. So we're expecting something like this. And then the other one to continue going higher. So this is what I'm looking at in my spare time. When I go through my phones and price gets to those level, I will quickly take my trades. The way I trade, I'm more of a intraday and swing trading. I don't do scalping. All right. But what I can do on this live stream, if price, just as we have been doing before, if price is at the level where I intended to take the trade, I will take it live on the stream. All right. So I will not be forced to take any trade just to prove a point. I follow my strategy. All right. And a quick one, if you want to join my mentorship, I've given a $400 discount. So use the link in the live chat. Use the promo code Raba Fx 400. You're going to be giving $400 discount. So it's only at $200. All right. So when you join, you are going to learn all the metrics, the rules that I use whenever I'm trading. All right. So this is what we have here. So this is simply a promo. All right. Don't let it go to waste. Come in, come on board, and improve your trading. Okay. So we're going to look at let's take a look at pounds USD before I go to gold. Pounds USD. So looking at the monthly time frame, we can see that we close above this reverse opening price here. After a brief rejection in the month of April, then in the month of May, we close above it. This is a good sign. So that means we will be attacking other opening prices. So we have room to trade higher. But in the meantime, we are looking at this May high as our target. All right. So what I will do is simply just put the mark there. Then on the weekly, we created a resistance here. All right. And we push higher from this level. For me to start looking for trades, I'll be interested in trade moment price gets to this level. All right. Once price gets to that level, I will be interested in getting an entry. So below that level, I have this. So this is my area of interest. So if price come back down in here, I want to start, taking my long positions. And remember, I'm not a scalper. I'm a swing trader or intraday. I trade intraday. All right. From there, we're going to look at, take a look at NAS. You can see we started from this level. All right. And I don't think this resistance will be strong enough to reverse the trend. So what I need to do is get these easy wins, the low hanging fruit. The low hanging fruit that I can see here, the low hanging fruit that I can see here are simply this eye and this eye. All right. So that will be our target for now. I need to know if we close above this level. I think we do, but not too obvious. All right. So let me take that off. Let's go to daily and see what we can do. This is where we're coming from. All right. So if price can give me an entry from here, that's what I'll be looking to buy. I'll be looking to buy from that level. So for those of you that are live with me, let me know where you're joining us from, and also the chat, also the pair you would like me to take a look at. Adeniji says good morning. Yeah, boss. All right, Adeniji. Watching it from Saki, Nigeria. Saki, where is that in Nigeria? It should be, I don't know where that is. Saki, Nigeria. Which state is that? Also, Adeniji, if you have a pair, let me know. Just give me some pairs that you want me to go through, and I will do that. Then gold. I'm actually in a buy trade in gold. I've been taking the trade from here. Initially, I took this trade here, and I'm holding a trade that I took from here. All right. I took out like 80% of it the moment we started hitting this level, and the remaining I'm holding because I know the price should be heading upwards. So all of these are simply normal retracement. As I said earlier, the market moving higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows, like that. So you don't need to panic when you are in a long position. You don't need to panic, and just because you are seeing a reddish candle, a red candle, you are scared and you quickly pull out. You should pull out only for some reasons. Like in my case here, we were hitting a resistance. I didn't know before now that price will close above it. All right. So what I did is to take some portion off and allow the rest. So I'm still in the trade, even though my positions have reduced. But that is trading. We don't know what next will happen. Okay. So as it stands now, we can see the monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish, and daily is now bullish. Daily was for some time bearish, not really, for a very short time bearish, and then we switched again. Now the reason why I also took out the trade was because you can see this weekly fresh level here, weekly fresh level. So is a thing of concern. So for me, one of my students messaged me on Telegram and said she's looking on how to buy gold. So what I told her is the same thing I'm going to tell you here. You wait for London session. Okay? Because the reason is because of this weekly level. So within the London session, wait for New York session, sorry. Within the New York session, we are going to get more data. All right. And me personally, I want to start engaging the moment price gets in here. All right. I don't want to engage at this high level. If it rejects, that's where the New York session comes in, so that I can use the 4-hour to start looking for the reversal opening price to join in the trade. So that's my thought process there. That's my thought process. So that's my thought process. Aaron says, good morning. This is OVA joining in from Owerri, Imo State, Nigeria. Kindly share your analysis on NZD JPY. All right, I will do that, OVA. Thank you for the chat. Okay, so let's go to NZD JPY. NZD JPY. Personally, it's been long I look at this pair. But with the way I trade, you can analyze any market whatsoever. So I'm going to start afresh here. I'm going to start afresh here. Now, the market is looking more bullish to me. Why? Because I can see a freshly minted reverse opening price here. But that is not enough, all right? So we're going to do the basics. What I'm doing is simply looking for areas where this rejection started. So I have this area here. A monthly. This is the first touch and this is the second touch here. And we also have a fresh level where the market rejected from. So it's simply giving me a stronger clue or cue that the market want to trade higher. But we came along a stumbling block here. Market rejected there. So things like this might create form of ranging market for some time. All right, that is within the monthly. But however, I also have two reverse opening price here. This one is resistant, broken, became support, and we have a fresh one here, support. All right, I don't want to put too many monthly lines on the chart. All right, so let me put it on this while I take note of the other one. So in that case, we look at the weekly. So currently price is rejecting here. I don't want to jump in. If it can give me a trade within this level, I'll be looking for a buy. This is a perfect area for me to buy here on this weekly level. But notwithstanding, price is also rejecting here. This is a good area. But since we didn't catch it when the price was trading there directly, we have to simply wait. Then we go to the daily time frame. All right. So monthly is bullish. Weekly, current weekly movement was coming from here. So that would be a bearish trade. We have not rejected anything here. So the bearish trade is still looking on the weekly. The market still look bearish to me, but it's going to start a new weekly flow from here. That if you ask for my analysis. All right. So on that note, so we can see the weekly rejecting, coming back down. Daily started a bullish move. Got here. ended that bullish move. Yeah. And now the daily is beginning a bearish move. All right. If I'm interested, remember this is a weekly line, this black line here. So the daily below this weekly line is what I'll be interested in, like this. All right. So the question is, how will I join into this bearish trade? All right, in order to get just to the weekly line. And to do that, I'll simply go to my 4-hour. Okay. So if price can give me a push up here before touching this, all right, as it's coming up in here, I can decide to take a bearish trade to this weekly line. This will be my target, because the market, I'm trying to do a kind of edging here, sell to buy, which is always a bit riskier to play, because the weekly is showing me information that wants to go bullish. All right, and the monthly is also bullish. So in this case, if price coming here, I will sell, but it will be an intraday basis. That's if I'm trading this pair. All right, over here. If I'm trading this pair, this is what I'll be looking at. Once it gets to the weekly level, I'll be taking my profit. Allow some to be there, and then time for the daily level, yeah, which is around here, to take my bullish trade. So this is more like a sell to buy scenario for me. So that's what I'm looking at, a sell to buy scenario. So that is it, Aaron over here. That's what I can see on the what's it called, NZD trade. So keep your message coming in, please. Keep your message coming. So let's take a look at AUD. Can see look at the movement of this, in a lot of indecision. This kind of market, if you're not careful, you're going to get burnt. But for me, I like it. It's perfect for the opening price. First of all, let's look at how price reacted from the opening price. You can see here, rejection. Price went up. You look at the far left here, there's an opening price there. That is where price is playing with. We have one here. Let me simply drop. For you to see the power of the opening price here. Rejected, started a bearish move. Got back to where? This opening price here. All right. So currently, we are bullish on this. So I'll be looking for trade the moment we get here, without doing much analysis. This is what I'm saying. And then I target this eye. You don't overshoot the target, because if you look at the previous movement of price, the targets are not overextended. All right. So you simply target the next monthly reverse opening price. I mean, the next daily. I said monthly. Oh my God. The next daily reverse opening price. All right. When market comes in here, give you the trade entry. This is what you'll be targeting here. By then, this candle will have closed. Or if not, you keep holding. Once you get back to this level, you take some position and then allow some to flow. If you go to the higher time frame to see the bigger picture now, You can see that that level is a resistance. Okay, and you can see where price is also coming from here. You can see how the market is, respecting the opening price. The opening price is very powerful. If you want to learn it, there's a link. I gave $400 discount off, so you are getting it for just 200. The reason is that we have got to the half or the half of the year. So for those of you that still wants to be profitable when it comes to forex trading, that is why I'm doing that promo, that offer. And I don't know how long it's going to last. It might just be for a week. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of that offer. Come on board. You're going to meet me one-on-one. And also with the community. I'm going to share my trading with you. Everything. All right? The way I think, my rules, my thought process for a trade. Everything that you need to know. The pure mentorship. Okay? Mentorship is not me handing you over a strategy and say, go. No. If you have a question, feel free to ask me. All right, this is what my students do. We chat a lot. They show me their chat. I'm interested there. What do you think? I will tell them my view. Before you know, they become good at the craft. And that is how I believe mentorship should be done, not just a recorded course. And that's why you don't see me doing a recorded course and then ask you to pay and have access. No. I devote my time with you because while teaching, I can sense if you understand it or not. All right. Even if you are a shy person, I'll tell you, I will know that you don't understand. I will put more effort. I'll ask you, look here, I know you don't understand. Tell me where you don't understand. And you'll be free to open up with me and we'll be able to solve our issues or the problem before us easier. That is my belief. Okay. Who do we have in the chat? Yeah. Okay. OVS says thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. So for AUD USD, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at a buy from this level. If I go to the 4-hour to refine, okay, it says good. It says good within the 4-hour. The moment price come back to this, I'll prefer this daily here. This one here. The moment price come here, that's why I'll be pulling the trigger. That's the same level on the 4-hour, which I prefer. All right. Let's look at US30 before we go to other pair. I will try and cover some pairs just in case you are not watching this live and you come across it and you wish I have talked about that. Okay. So US30, strong rejection here, monthly bullish, and we are currently at the monthly level here. Very interesting. Continuation opening price. On the weekly, okay, perfect. For the weekly, I'll be patient. If price can trade below, then I'll be interested in that. But if we are looking for intraday, you can see there are no untested levels on the monthly or the daily. So this is the perfect area for me. So price coming here, I'll look to buy, target the daily level. Don't overshoot your target. Remember, don't overshoot your target in this kind of situation. Okay, the market will always give you setup. When you take a trade today and you close it, the next day, day after that, the market will always give you a setup. All right, that's what I keep telling my students. So if you are taking a trade here, feel free, you are free to take it off here or take it off here. Don't overshoot and say, oh, Raba is a swing trader, let me hold it. The swing trade is always good when it's moving from the higher time frame. So you know that whatever the lower time frame is doing, it will not affect you much because it's simply doing a retracement to continue moving higher. But when you are entering on the higher time frame or the lower time frame, which is daily as a direction, it's more of intraday and scalping. So always take your profit off there. Okay, even though we know we have a potential for a swing, that will be when price give me confirmation. Yeah, then I can hold whatever is remaining from my exit and look for a way to add to it as we push higher into different levels. All right, that is how I reason. That's how I trade. Sheila is giving me a strong arm. Thank you. Thank you. Let me know the pair, please. Let me know the pair. Now let's take a look at some crypto. Let's look at Bitcoin overall. Crypto monthly didn't come to my level and it's not respecting my level. Yeah. So let's go to the weekly. On the weekly, we have a strong level respecting. So I'll focus mainly on the weekly for now because my price gets to the weekly. If you look at the monthly from this level, the only place price rejected was this. Okay. And there was no end for it. So the monthly on crypto for now is not an ideal level for me to start looking for direction because this market is pushing up for no reason and it has closed above a resistance. All right. So we look at the weekly for that. So on the weekly, we have price rejected here, push up. These are simply profit taking and panic selling. Okay. Nothing that serious. I want to see this week close first before I attempt loading up more on Bitcoin. But for those that want to trade intraday, let's see what happened at the end of this. Let's wait for a rejection, yeah? I want to see a rejection there. So whatever happens when price, if it's today or tomorrow, price come in, reject. I want to see a rejection. If it rejects, then I will start looking for bullish market. All right. But for now, the market is daily bearish. So the target will be there. Daily. Okay, we rejected there. Let's take a look. Okay, there was rejection there. All right. Interesting. Once price gets in here, you can start using whatever your entry technique to get a bullish trade from there. Okay, we have not touched it. So I want price to trade in there. I can take a buy from there. All right, that's my own analysis on Bitcoin intraday. All right, intraday setup. Intraday setup. I'm still waiting for your suggestion. And also, let me know what you struggle with when you're trading. Just put in the chat. We can discuss it. Let's know what you struggle with when you're trading. What are your challenges? For those who love FTSE, sometimes I like trading the indices. So let's take a look at the indices and see. These are super move. We caught some of this trade back then. So currently, yeah, we have a stubborn obstacle in the presence of this reversal opening price. So first thing first, I want to see if price rejected from there. We've not rejected, so it's a fresh level. That is our target. We started moving from here. So how do we join this trend to continue going higher? So the lower time frame will give us more info on that. So I have a weekly level here where price is currently tapping. We go to daily. That is a strong level. But since there are no fresh daily level, I'll simply wait for the market to create a fresh and untested daily level for me to start using that as my support to take a trade. So for now, this is old. I'll just simply keep my hands on the table and do nothing on UK 100 based on the style and the way I trade. All right. I know when you go to lower time, you can quickly see scalping opportunities, but that is not how I trade, because there's a way I balance my life with my trading. All right. I don't want to spend much time on the chart. I want to spend less time on the chart and more time with my family and other things. Okay. That's why I prefer the swing trading idea and sometimes intraday. So for UK 100, I'll wait for more data to be printed. And there's nothing wrong for you to wait for more information. All right, because trading is about information. The more information you get, the better your chances of winning on that trade. All right, don't be driven by emotions. All right, those are one of the things I will also teach you in my mentorship. So take advantage of the $400 off. It was originally $600, but because we've got into half of the year and some people have not met their resolution of becoming a better trader, so I've taken 400 off, 200 just for a minimum amount of time. All right, so take advantage of that. Join me, meet me live, and I will help you become a better trader. US card. That is a heavily bearish move on the monthly. And does not ended. We are closing below market is still very bearish. So we are targeting this and this. So let's look at the weekly for my problem with the USD card is that it's very slow. You see this whole move, you look at the monetary value, is very small based on the lot size you open comparing to other pair. So that's the reason. So this is where we moved from. So I'm targeting this level. This is where I'm targeting for now. Or this is where you should be targeting, because I'm not in this trade. So when I use the word I am, just know that those are possibilities. If I'm to take this trade, this is where it will go. For me, I focus more on gold, NAS 100, and sometimes USD, Euro USD. All right. So, but mostly gold. So on the daily, let's see where we can join in this. So if price come back in here, kindly look for a way to sell. Okay. The market is bearish. So we are selling until we get to this weekly level. That is what I can see. So I'm going to wait a little while for your comment. I'll wait a little while for your comment. It's very simple. What are your challenges? Also, if I've not covered any of your currency pair, let me know. Please, let's see where DXY is heading to. Alex, okay. Okay, I will do that. Just give me some minutes. DXY. So starting on the monthly DXY. DXY looks so bearish. So for now, I won't be surprised if DXY can get to this level. Yeah, this is the fresh continuation opening price 96.702 on the monthly. That's where we're targeting. First of all, you target this low 97. The low is simply 97,527. All right, on this candle, this is the April candle. So we're attacking that low, just like the Euro USD. We're attacking the high. Then the weekly, can see weekly is closing below the opening prices, which is a strong sign that we are heading lower. Let's look at the weekly level around there. You can see that we don't have fresh continuation opening price, which might signify a weak level of interest. So I have a strong, based on my analysis, I have a strong opinion that market should get to this level. So that's the direction. And if you want to trade it, the continuation will be from this level here. Once price trading here, you can start looking for ways to enter the market to push, because the opening price will push the market to its intended direction. So I believe I've answered your question, Alex. Let me know if you are satisfied with that. I like the turn up today. I think I'll be doing this regular. I'll be doing tomorrow. Maybe New York session. I should be here. I have a meeting with my students by 10 a.m. tomorrow. So London session before maybe 1 p.m. Nigerian time. 1 p.m. Nigerian time, I should be live. Then we're going to look at the progress of this market, the way I talked about it. How is it going? Mm, mm, mm. Okay. I made a mistake on that message. So I'm correcting it now. I didn't put in the link. 1 minute. I forgot to put in the link. So sorry about that. So that's the link to the promo offer. Tomorrow I'll be here by 1 p.m. New York session. So let's take a look at the market progress from here. Alexis, thank you so much. I understand it now more now. Okay, all right. Sorry for my messages. I made a mistake. I realized first of all, I didn't put the dollar sign in the 400. It was 4400. So I changed it, put it the dollar, post it again. And I realized all this while there was no links. So I just included the links to the offer. So go to the link there, and also the description of this video. 1 minute. Also in the description, I've taken note of the correction. All right. So have a nice day. Make more profits, make more money, improve, learn. Do not stop learning. Okay, continue backtesting your ideas. And if you feel that I'm the right person to hold your hands to higher levels, you can use the link and take advantage of the promo. In that note, we'll see you tomorrow.